Hello and welcome to this AnalyzerPro tutorial. This tutorial deals with the drawing tools in AnalyzerPro. By default, all drawing tools are arranged in the left area of the screen. Different drawing tools function according to the same pattern, hence, we will only look at a selection of drawing tools in this tutorial. All others can be used analogically. Let's start with the top icon, a simple straight line. Select it with a left-hand click, then position your mouse on the area where you would like to position the line, press the left mouse button and drag out the line by keeping the left mouse button pressed. You probably want to adjust several details of your graphic objects. This can be done in the same way for all graphic objects. Select them with the left mouse button so that their ends are marked with the selection icon, press the right mouse button and then on Settings. The quick key is the Enter key in this case. The Settings menu features different tabs depending on the type of graphic object you are dealing with, for example geometry for different geometric measurements. Colors or lines. Here you can for example change the line with a left-hand click and confirm the changes with a click on Accept. The positioning of an arrow works in the same way as the straight line. As a special feature, the arrow also works as a dimensioning tool, displayed in the middle of the arrow. The size of the dimension can be adjusted in the Settings menu. Analogically to the straight line, a circle segment and a rectangle can be dragged out. Many graphic objects like the rectangle can also be colored. For this purpose, go to the Settings menu and choose the tab Colors and Lines. You can select the foreground color with the left mouse button, and the background color with the right mouse button. Confirm your decision with a click on Accept. You can also choose a design for your graphic objects. Next to the graphic objects we have already covered, you can also find a rectangle with rounded corners as well as a circle, which you can both drag out with press left mouse button. The next graphic object is the curved line. Select the icon first and click on the desired position on the screen with your left mouse button. Each further click will add an additional point to the curved line. When you are ready, finish your curved line with a double click, whereby a last point is still added, or with a right-hand click. A special feature of this line object is that the real length of the line is displayed when you move your mouse on it. This can help you to measure the length of the curved line. The polyline functions in the same way as the curved line, it just connects the different points with straight lines. Another graphic object in this category is the curved ruler, which plots distance lines in certain intervals. If you want to label some objects in your sketch, you have several options to choose from. On the one hand you can use the text box which you can drag out by keeping the left mouse button pressed. As soon as you release the mouse button, the text box automatically opens and text can be entered. Font type, font size and other parameters can be changed as well. Confirm your input with a click on Accept. On the other hand, you can choose the arrow with script. Press again the left mouse button to drag out a text box. Next, we will take a look at the tool for pedestrian crossings. Select the icon and drag out the object with the press left mouse button. When you release the left mouse button, the Settings menu automatically pops up to specify various parameters. Additionally, you can find prefabricated parameters for parking lots and order lines. If you have closed the window and want to change some settings afterwards, you can of course do so anytime via the Settings menu. In many cases, it might be necessary to hide certain graphic objects that you don't want to have in your sketch anymore. It is inconvenient to delete these objects as you might need them afterwards again. Therefore, you can use the Layers options to position graphic objects in different layers. Go to the Settings menu of the graphic object, Choose the tab Object Settings, then select the option to switch the object on or off, and allocate it to a specific layer. Confirm with a click on Accept. As you can see, the respective layer is highlighted after you have closed the window. The graphic object can now be switched on or off. As a next step, let's take a look at crossings and roundabouts. Both function analogically. Select the object you want to draw in the menu bar, and press on the desired spot on the screen. The settings window opens up again and you can adjust different geometric parameters and confirm your decisions with OK afterwards. The street functions in the same way as the curved line. Click on the desired path with the left mouse button and finish the street with a double click or a right-hand click. You can again specify certain settings of the street and finish with a click on OK. AnalyzerPro comprises a database for traffic signs. Select the traffic sign symbol and press on the spot where you would like to insert a traffic sign. The database automatically opens up. You can use the buttons on the left area to navigate to the different signs and choose the right traffic sign with the left mouse button. As the traffic signs can be shown both in 2D and 3D, the right area of the window displays several options for 3D settings. After you have changed all settings according to your wishes, click on Load and the traffic sign will be automatically displayed on the right place. The vehicle sample is the next point we cover in this tutorial. After you have clicked on the respective item, you see a window in which you can choose for which vehicle you would like to conduct the sample. The geometric vehicle data stored for this respective car is then automatically deposited as a silhouette or as a DXF respectively. It is important to note that this is only a picture of the vehicle to mark its spatial requirements. It is not possible to assign distance, time data or similar things to it. When you are ready, you can finish the sample with a right-hand click or with a click on OK. The next topic we deal with is image processing and insertion. For this purpose, please close the current document and open a new and empty one. To load an image, please click on the house icon and afterwards in the image. A Windows file browser will pop up in which you can choose the right image. The first step is to scale the image. Therefore, select the image with a left-hand click and choose the point scale with the right mouse button. A pop-up window informs you that you need to mark an area whose distance you know. Confirm the pop-up window with OK and search for a familiar real distance. Here on this picture you can see that the distance is stated to be 10 meters. Move your mouse to the beginning of this line, and keep the left mouse button pressed while you move to the final position of this line. After you have released the mouse button, the program asks you to insert the real length in meters. As soon as you have confirmed a number, the image is automatically scaled. AnalyzerPro provides you with several possibilities to edit your images. You can do this via the settings menu of an image. The top point is transparency. If you select this item, you can adjust the degree of transparency of the image with a slider. This option can be helpful if you, for example, want to position different images or sketches on top of each other. Furthermore, you can make certain colors transparent. Here I have chosen the color green and increase the tolerance step by step. All green parts will now increasingly fade out. There are a few further options to edit your image, which could be helpful if you, for example, want to make traces more easily visible on a negative image. In the lower area of the menu you can find a tool to cut your image to the desired size. As usual, you confirm your changes with a click on Accept. All graphic objects can be assigned to be a background object. You can change this property with a right-hand click on Settings and Object Settings. By default, all images are classified as background object. Why do I need this setting? Well, when you are done with your sketch and everything is on the right place, you probably don't want to shift the image unintentionally. Therefore, you can deactivate the selectiveness of background objects. Click somewhere on the empty space of the image area and click on the right mouse button. You can now see that the selection mode for background objects is activated. If you deactivate this mode now, background objects cannot be moved anymore. If you want to change something afterwards, you can switch it on any time with a right-hand click. Besides, you can also hide or show images with the landscape icon, for example to increase the clarity and comprehensiveness of your sketch. Last but not least, we will take a look at how to rotate graphic objects. Please select the graphic object and click on the rotation button. The shortcut for rotation is the letter R. You can see that the points at the end of the object have changed to circles. You can now grab the circle and rotate the object keeping your left mouse button pressed. This is the end of this second tutorial on drawing tools in AnalyzerPro. I hope you have enjoyed it and thank you for the attention.